Galloper is a 353 megawatt offshore wind farm, 20 miles off the coast of Suffolk. It provides enough renewable energy for well over 300,000 homes. During construction, we've peaked at 30 vessels operating offshore, and that requires well over 600 people to be based offshore at any given time. The Galloper wind farm will be operated from the operations base in Harwich, and that means the creation of 100 full-time equivalent jobs for the life of the wind farm, which is just under 23 years.
We've coordinated with lots of local companies and really drawn on local talent and local businesses to help us deliver our goals. There's a great supply chain throughout Lowestoft and Great Yarmouth and down into the Harwich area that enables us to really connect with the local community and make the most of the resources that are in these communities. So what's made Galloper different from other projects that we've developed in the past is just the sheer pace and speed of the build. It really has been a sprint from the time we started construction last year to now. The numbers of parallel packages that we've had working in the offshore site have been exceptional, and we've also had large numbers of people and large numbers of vessels to manage on different areas of the site and doing different activities at once. The towers, when they're lifted, are pre-installed with a number of cameras that are looking both down at the load and across the load as it's moved into position, and this enables an operator from the deck of the installation vessel to monitor the load dynamically as the lift is taking place and removes the need for somebody to be in an area of hazard.
So the Galloper project is a sister project to the Greater Gabbard offshore wind project that we built some years ago. And it's really interesting when you compare the two. So Greater Gabbard has a 3.6 megawatt turbine, Galloper has a 6.3 megawatt turbine, so nearly double in size in terms of power rating. And if you look at things like, say, the foundation installation, we've halved the time it takes to install a foundation since we built Greater Gabbard. So we've halved the time it takes to install the foundation and doubled the size of the turbine, and that's why you can see the industry is getting better, getting cheaper and driving down cost.
This is the onshore substation. The purpose of the onshore substation is to take the generated electricity from offshore and to put it into National Grid Company, who put it into the UK National Transmission System. The substation also changes the specification of electricity. We have to match what National Grid need at any one time, and the equipment behind us enables us to do that.
My name is Erica Popo, and I work as the environmental manager for Galloper Offshore Wind Farm. Essentially, my role entails ensuring that the project team, they construct the wind farm with no damage to the environment, or where there is an impact, we minimize that to as reasonable as practicable levels.
My name's Will Morris and I'm the EHS advisor on board the installation vessel, the Pacific Orca. The safety culture on board is a really positive one. Everybody on board takes ownership of their own safety and that of the team. To be honest, I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that we don't just work together, we live together as well. The guys are on board for 14-day stints, 24 hours a day, so they build up. Family's a strong word, but there's definitely a bond that works hand in hand with building a positive safety culture on board. Yeah, the Pacific Orca and its sister vessel, the Osprey, are reputedly the biggest vessels in the industry, the largest of their kind. So just the deck space, the facilities on board, with cinemas, 2 of them, there's a full-size working gym. The food on board, the galley's fantastic. Even the staff as well, the cooperation between the various parties on board, it's a pleasure to be on board and working here. I love my job. I suppose it's the flexibility. It won't fit for everybody having 2 weeks away, but it means you get 2 weeks at home. So for me that means I can take the kids to school, whereas maybe other dads don't get to do that. From an offshore point of view, the relations you build and the environment, this vessel's absolutely fantastic from a facilities point of view. So for me it's a job I love and I hope I can continue doing.
So when you look at 2017 as such a momentous year for the project, I think the word that comes to mind is team. So this has been a team effort, whether that team is our stakeholders, our owners, the team itself, the project team who've delivered this from Innogy, or whether it's our contractors or indeed the communities which have helped and supported us along the way. We've had unwavering support from local stakeholders, from MPs, local community groups and residents up and down the coastline here on the East Coast, which has been fantastic, and all of those elements have come together to make the project such a huge success. And I'd like to say thank you to everybody that supported us along the way. It really has been a team effort.